Now, Angry Birds is a game that I'm sure all of us have played countless number of times, but it's now a $73 million movie and it's all set to hit screens in India this weekend. Krishna, really, you had a chance to go to that fun premiere and also interview its chief commercial officer. Let's listen into what he had to say.
Fans have been asking us to tell the story about why the birds are angry, and that's what the movie does. So we've been listening to the fans, and we want them to have a lot of fun, and that's what the movie does.
All right. And is it releasing in India before a lot of other developed Western markets?
No, really, all of the countries are now releasing this week, last week. So it's in there with all the other markets.
All right. How crucial is India as a market for Rovio Entertainment and Angry Birds?
Well, you know, with the population that India has, it's super important. You know, and I have to tell you that the first reactions I've seen, for example, both from little kids and adults here around the premiere, you know, there's nothing better than seeing so many happy faces, which is what we're about.
All right. One very important thing about Angry Birds movie is that you haven't given it out to a Hollywood studio to make this movie. Rovio Entertainment, which is originally a startup which made a video game, is now big enough to produce a $73 million movie.
We really felt that the best people to tell the story about Angry Birds was Rovio Entertainment. So we have our own animation studio. You know, it took 4 years to make. 800 people worked on making this movie, and I think you know, the first results have been fantastic.
We've had reports about how revenues have gone down by 10% in the last year. Profits have not been met up to Wall Street's expectations. This is your big gamble, your big bet to open up revenue streams for the future, isn't it?
Well, you know, what this movie is doing is really opening up a much bigger audience for us. It's growing us from the small screen, the smartphone, to the big screen. The birds are talking for the first time. They have wings. So we basically, the whole world is our oyster in terms of who the birds can talk to.
What is the way forward after this movie? Where does Rovio Entertainment go after having made its own movie?
Well, I think you can really say that we now are a franchise, truly. So we are a games company that continues to be important, so releasing new games. We have our Toons TV platform, short form animation, fantastic for kids. You know, we have long form animation. We have our consumer products business. You know, we have for kids. We partner with fantastic companies like Lego, for example, like many others. Also here in India, we partner with great companies like PepsiCo, Mondelez.
Can we see an Angry Birds which is set in India, or an Angry Bird which is an Indian character going forward?
Who knows? I don't see any reason why these types of things couldn't happen in the future. First thing, of course, we do now is to make sure we dub. You know, and the movie is dubbed in Hindi and in Tamil as a start, and the localization will only be more in the future.
How is Rovio Entertainment, which is a startup, looking to engage with the Indian startup ecosystem? Because you know the Indian startup ecosystem has nothing but boomed over the last couple of years. How is Rovio looking to sort of engage with that?
Well, we are all the time looking at new games, new initiatives coming from all parts of the world, whether that's India, whether it's China, the US, and so we are very engaged through the various games events with startups from all over the world, including Indians. So, you know, nothing specific to announce at this point in time, but we keep an eye on all the big markets and what the fans want and where innovation happens. And of course, India is a very innovative country, so why not?
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.